Well, that's the tent up for this evening. My bed is ready. You can actually, well, you might see there's frost already starting to form on the tent, on the fly sheet. It's Baltic. I think it might actually get down to about, I think it's -7 tonight. So I've just had a bite to eat. I'm actually going to have a Mars bar, I think. And, yeah, I did bring a little bit of rum, just a little bit, so we could have a dram or two each later on. It's a clear sky. It's just beautiful. You can see the Milky Way right over. So I think I'll get the camera out in a little while as well and try and get some, maybe some tent shots, but we'll see what happens. But I'll take you over and I'll introduce you to my compadre for this evening. Here he is though.
Just trying to get a wee fire going.
A wee bit of a fire log to keep us warm.
Yeah. Leave no trace, we'll get it. It'll be fine, it'll burn away and then I'll clean it up and make sure there's nothing left.
Oh.
Psychologically, if nothing else, it might help. Oh, it's a cold one.
There's that. Well, this is my compadre for this evening, Andrew Park, who hopefully you follow, and if you don't, check out his channel.
Hello everyone.
But what he does is a lot of tent reviews, and it's a really good site, especially if you're looking into a tent for the wild camping. And he's out trying one of his new acquisitions, which is the, what's it called? It's a Crux.
X1 Raid.
Yeah, Crux X1 Raid.
Which is frozen solid.
Yeah, it's another one. The frost is coming down hard, really fast. But it certainly looks an interesting tent.
It's very stealth.
Yeah, very, very dark.
Help yourself if you want anything there.
Yeah. So we've just having a rum and coke.
And we have
a little heat, and we've got some cheese and
we on tonight?
biscuits and
Wensleydale with cranberries.
lovely.
I've never tried it in my life before, but there's always a first time.
The two of us are jittering here. I'm actually doing a Astro time-lapse as well, and the camera is over there. So once that's finished, I've had it running about an hour, but once that's done, I'll take you over and show you the settings I've used. And well, if it's any good, I'll try and put it together and as a time lapse in Photoshop, and we'll see how it turns out. And in the meantime, we'll just admire the view. Admire the view of the stars. Well, yeah, it's hard to show on camera, but yeah,
it's a sublime
it's beautiful.
spot.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think
almost worth the hypothermia.
Yeah. The main thing is in the morning. I'm hoping there's going to be a really nice sunrise, and then I'll show you the lay of the land. There's a monument over the back here as well I'm going to have a look at. I'm going to try and find out some bit more about it.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one.
Yeah. But while it's cooked. I'll take you over and I'll show you the camera and what I have it set on, as long as I don't break my neck here. Right, okay, here we go. Now what I've done was I've got it set on 20-second exposures, f2.8, I'm at ISO 3200, and I've also got, in a second here, I'll show you, I've got it plugged into a lens warmer. So yeah, I've got this lens warmer on as well, on the Samyang 18mm lens, and hopefully that stopped the lens from fogging up. So what I'll have to do is take all these individual images and put them together in Photoshop and turn them into a time lapse. We'll see how it turns out. The composition was nothing special. It was just more to try out the camera and just see how the lens would cope with it, and just see what the time lapse would be like, because it's the first time I've done an Astro setup like that. So we'll see what happens. So that's it. I'm going to get the camera over to the tent as well. I'll try and get a shot or two later of that. The usual stuff with it lit up. But it's not quite the same. That's one thing about my last trip when I was out with Murray or Scotland's Mountains, is that the Scarp tent, it's a really photogenic tent as tents go. It makes a really good photograph. I don't quite think my MSR Access has the same pizzazz. But anyway, we'll take a shot of it later and see how it turns out. Can't beat a hot coffee first thing in the morning. Lovely. Now the temperatures last night must have really plummeted. It's the first time I've actually had serious frost actually on the inner nest, in this tent in particular. It's absolutely covered in frost. Yeah, it's about 5:30 now, and I didn't sleep particularly well. I was warm enough, just my shoulder injury or problem giving me jip during the night. So yeah, I'm going to have this coffee and get myself together and give it half an hour or so, and I'm going to brave the elements outside and we'll see what it's like. But I've had a peek out and it's just kind of clear again and the stars are still out. So I'll have this and then I'm going to have a look around. Oh, wow. Well, the GoPro has given up the ghost, the battery is dead, and just a lovely view over Rannoch Moor. You can see like a cloud inversion starting to form, the mist forming over the water. Really beautiful. So I'm going to try and get some more shots, a bit of time lapse, and yeah, just see how the morning develops. But you can, well, I don't know if you'll make out in the camera, a bit over behind you'll see the peaks in Glen Coe. Yeah, with a little bit, or a little dusting of snow on them still. I thought there would actually be snow up here, so I'm a bit surprised that there's none. But what a morning, what a beautiful place to wake up to. It's not often that I actually use the Sony for vlogging, and with this Samyang lens I'm hoping that it's got me in focus and working. The sun's just about to break over the top of the ridge of the hills there in a little while, but it's just been absolutely immense this morning. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go and put the kettle on and have another coffee, I think, just to warm up. But the GoPro, that's just given up the ghost. Battery is drained, and other ones are just not working because it's too cold. So matter of fact, when I put my stove on, I'm trying to heat up the batteries, I think, and get them working again, because I'm going to take these over the top here. There's a cairn point just here. You might actually see Andy, who's just got up. He's making his breakfast, but there's another cairn I want to have a look at that I spoke about earlier. Yeah, what a place in there, with the mountains over there just glowing white on the tops. One last coffee, I think, for breakfast. the bag and everything I left out earlier. I was starting to pack my stuff away, my sleeping bag and that, and yeah, it's already frozen. Just sitting here for an hour or two this morning. Oh, yeah, and water bottle as well. Full of ice. Dropped one of my gloves there. I don't want to do that because I've done it before. Ended up having to buy a new pair. Right, we're going to go over to this monument and have a look at it. And it's just over there.
Too far?
Yeah, it's not too far. So it's quite a monument, this one, and it's obviously right kind of off the beaten track, shall we say. And it's in memory to a guy called Ronald Harvey, who died in 1962 at the age of 26. So if anybody knows the history behind this and who this young chap was, leave a message below. Yeah, interesting to know. A lovely memorial. I mean, what a cracking place to have something like that. Absolutely incredible. And overlooking Rannoch Moor. So maybe, yeah, I don't know, gamekeeper or hill walker or something like that. I don't know. Well, that's another camp done. Another trip into Rannoch Moor, and yeah, you can't beat a trip to Glen Coe and Rannoch Moor in this area. It's just beautiful, especially this time of year. It's worth the cold night for views like this. I'm not entirely sure how any of the photography or time lapses come out, but you'll have seen that already and hopefully worked out. But it was great to go out with Andrew Park, really nice guy, and I'll leave a link at the end to his channel. So if you're interested in any of his tent reviews, yeah, go and check his stuff out, and it's really good. So that's it from Blackmount, Rannoch Moor. Time to head home, and until next time, take care.